Taurus, let's pause and reflect. Wealth. Success. 2025. These words might feel distant when you've spent decades building a life that's steady, secure, yet somehow incomplete. Welcome to Zodiac Wisdom, where we look beyond the paycheck to the quiet stirrings of your soul. You've worked tirelessly to carve out stability, a home that's yours, an income you can count on, and after 40 years, that's no small victory. But when the day ends and the stillness sets in, do you ever feel a pang? A whisper asking, is this all my hard work adds up to? Maybe the past few years have been a plateau, no big wins, no leaps forward, leaving you with a nagging sense that true richness, the kind that warms your spirit and lightens your load, is still out of reach. Here's the cosmic promise. April 2025 is your chance to redefine it all. To heal that restlessness and craft a prosperity that balances your bank account with your well-being. You've carried this journey with grace, haven't you? Whether it's the rhythm of a career you've mastered or the resilience of forging your own path, you've built a foundation that's solid as the earth you stand on. At Zodiac Wisdom, we honor that Taurus strength, your ability to endure, to provide, to hold steady when others falter. But when stability starts to drain you, when the grind overshadows your health or dims the joy you once felt with family and friends, it's not failure to want more, it's courage. You're not just chasing dollars anymore, you're yearning for a life that feels whole, where money supports you, not consumes you, where your body thrives, and your heart finds peace. The stars see that longing, and they're ready to guide you. That's why April 2025 is your turning point. Taurus, this isn't a fleeting moment, it's a celestial invitation. As spring deepens, Jupiter, the planet of abundance, will peak in your chart, shining a light on opportunities to grow, not just financially but in every corner of your life. Saturn, your wise companion, will lend its steady hand in month 4, reminding you that real wealth isn't fleeting, it's sustainable, touching your work, your health, your happiness. At Zodiac Wisdom, we believe the stars don't just predict, they empower. April is whispering that it's time to break free from the exhaustion of the past few years and reimagine success on your terms. Starting where you stand today. Let me share a story from our community. Sarah, 43, had a freelancing gig that kept the bills paid. But by last year, she was running on fumes, her energy gone. Her joy faded. One evening, she sat down to sketch out what she really wanted, not just money, but time to breathe, to move, to feel alive. That small act opened a door. And now, with April 2025 in sight, she's sensing a shift towards something richer. Does that echo in you, Taurus? That quiet discontent isn't a weight, it's a wake-up call. And the universe is answering. Here's our promise at Zodiac Wisdom. Stay with us, and we'll guide you through April 2025's cosmic magic. Redefine what wealth means after 40, and offer simple steps to make it yours. This is your moment to heal, to balance, to thrive. So, settle in, Taurus, and ask, what would true richness feel like? Let's uncover it together, and if it stirs you, share your thoughts below to join our Zodiac Wisdom family. April's calling, are you ready? Part 2, The Cosmos Guides You, April 2025 and your chance to redefine success. What if the stars could hand you a key to break free from the same old routine, would you take it? April 2025 is that moment. A cosmic turning point where the universe aligns to lift you out of the standstill you've felt for years. Picture Jupiter, the planet of growth and good fortune, reaching its peak in your chart this month, casting a warm light on paths you thought had faded. That nagging sense that life's been coasting, no big wins, no fresh sparks, isn't the end, it's the beginning. Month 4 is your reset button. A gentle nudge from the heavens to redefine success, not just as a paycheck, but as a life that feels rich in every way. The stars are aligning, and they're betting on you. Jupiter's influence in April is like a friend who sees your potential. It's bringing opportunities, maybe a chance to boost your income, a project that reignites your fire, or even a quiet passion that's been waiting. But it's not a solo act. Saturn, the steady hand of discipline, joins in this month, grounding every possibility in the solid earth you love. Saturn's whispering, dream big, but build it to last. Together, they're a powerhouse duo, growth that sticks, success that doesn't just flash and fade. Imagine April waking you up to a life where your wallet grows alongside your peace of mind. That's the kind of wealth the stars have in store. You've always leaned into what's reliable, it's your nature. But when reliability turns into a rut, when the past few years have felt more like treading water than moving forward, the cosmos steps up. April 2025 isn't just another month, it's a rare alignment. Astrologers point out that Jupiter's 12-year cycle, paired with Saturn's strength, like in 2000 shifts lives. People back then started new ventures, found balance, rediscovered joy. Mark, 45, felt it, stuck in a draining office job. He turned to yoga and journaling during a similar cosmic wave. Those small steps grew into a writing gig and better days. April 2025 could be your wave, your chance to ride it. This isn't about throwing caution to the wind, that's not you. It's about renewal, taking the foundation you've laid and making it work for you. A 2023 survey from the American Psychological Association showed 65% of people over 40 feel trapped by routine. Does that ring a bell? April's your way out, a cosmic green light to weave success into your life without losing your grip. Jupiter might bring a financial spark, Saturn makes sure it's real. You don't need to overhaul everything, just tweak the sails and let the wind carry you. The stars are setting the stage, and you're the one they're shining for. So, what's possible when April rolls around? A little extra cash, a rediscovered energy, a success that feels like yours, it's all within reach. This month isn't the finish line, it's the starting gun, firing you toward a wealth that lasts. At Zodiac Wisdom, we're here to map it out with you, step by step. Can you feel the shift coming? Keep going, the stars have more to say. And it's all for you. Part 3, True Wealth Unveiled, Blending Finances, Health, and Happiness. Ever wonder what wealth would feel like if it didn't just mean more money? April 2025 is your chance to find out. A moment to peel back the layers of success and see it for what it can be after 40. Forget the tired trope of wealth as a stack of bills or a fancy title. True wealth is a life where your finances flow without strangling you. Your body holds up strong, and your days end with a quiet smile. The past few years might have worn you down, no big leaps. Just a steady hum that's lost its tune. But here's the spark, April's on the horizon, ready to unlock a richer you, weaving together money, health, and happiness into something that feels whole. This is your story to rewrite. Let's paint it in 3 colors. First, financial ease, not a billionaire's dream, but a life where money stops being a weight. It's about nudging what you've got, maybe charging more for your skills or starting a small gig, so it works for you. Then there's health, you've been pushing through, haven't you? Real wealth means energy to live, not just exist, whether it's stretching in the morning or sleeping without worry. Finally, happiness, the glue that binds it. It's carving out time for the people you love, the passions you've sidelined. April 2025 is when these pieces click, and you're already holding the puzzle. This hits deep, doesn't it? You've been the steady one, keeping it all together, but maybe that's come at a cost, less for yourself. A body that's tired, a joy that's slipped away. Look at Oprah Winfrey, she took her Taurus grit and turned it into a life that's rich in every sense. Not just cash, but purpose and well-being, built one step at a time. That's in you. 2. April's not a redo, it's a reclaiming. Using those flat years as fuel for a wealth that lifts you up. Let's anchor this in the real world. A 2023 Gallup poll found 70% of people over 40 now value health and happiness over money alone. Does that sound like you? The bills might be paid, but something's missing. That's where April steps in. Lisa, 44, from our community, lived it, designing logos paid her way, but left her empty. She started yoga and a blog last year, small shifts that brought $200 a month and a lightness she'd lost. By April 2025, she's aiming for a course. That's wealth, money that helps, health that heals, happiness that stays. Financially, it might mean trimming one bill to fund a passion or investing a little smarter. Health-wise, it's giving yourself a break, a walk, a deep breath. Happiness? It's saying yes to what matters, a family dinner, a sketchbook, a quiet trip. A 2022 PwC study showed 62% of folks over 40 feel strained despite steady incomes. April's your chance to turn that around. You shine when purpose meets practicality. And month 4 is your blank page. You've held steady long enough, now it's time to feel rich in every corner of your life. So, what's your picture of wealth? Taurus? A bank account that doesn't nag you. A morning where you feel good. A night where you're content. April 2025 is the ember, not to flip everything, but to fan what's there into a flame. You're not on this alone, we're crafting it together at Zodiac Wisdom. How do you see it taking shape? Stick around, because the steps to get there are simpler than you'd guess, and they're yours to take right now. Part 4. Small steps. Big shifts. Start today for April's wealth. What if the path to true wealth was simpler than you've been told? Just a few quiet moves to change everything. April 2025 is your horizon. Taurus, a cosmic promise of success that doesn't demand a leap into the abyss, it asks for small, steady steps you can take right now. You've felt the drag of the past few years, the grind that's left you tired, the stability that's lost its glow, but the stars, with Jupiter and Saturn lighting up month 4, are handing you a way forward. This isn't about flipping your life upside down, it's about using what you've already built to craft a prosperity that's real, financially sound, physically strong, and deeply joyful. Let's walk through 5 simple actions to get you there, each one a spark that'll catch fire by April. Step 1. Budget for balance. Grab a pen today, split your income into 3, 70% for essentials, 20% to save, 10% for something you love. It's not just numbers, it's freedom with guardrails. Saturn, peaking in April, thrives on this kind of clarity. It's your first move to ease money worries and make room for joy. Step 2. Lift your worth. You've got skills, maybe writing, organizing, teaching. Raise your freelance rate by 10% or pitch a small side project. Jane, 46, from our community, nudged her tutoring fee up last year. Now she's earning $300 extra a month. Jupiter's April boost will grow that seed into something steady. Start now and watch it bloom. Step 3. Invest with ease. Money's been tight, right? Tuck $50 a month into a low-risk index fund, skip a dinner out, and you're there. Vanguard says a 7% return could turn that into $9 in 10 years. Saturn loves this patience, and by April, Jupiter might toss in a bonus to sweeten it. It's wealth that builds itself, giving you breathing room. Step 4. Simplify for strength. Your health's taken a hit, let's fix that. Clear one cluttered drawer today. Then try 30 minutes of stretching or walking. A 2021 study from the Journal of Positive Psychology found this cuts stress by 25% by April. Jupiter's energy will turn it into a habit that fuels you. Small cuts, big strength. Step 5. Feed your joy. What's one thing you've missed? Painting. A weekend trip. Time with loved ones? Give it an hour a week. Starting now. Lisa, 44, picked up her sketchbook again. It's not just fun, it's healing. And she's eyeing an art sale by April. Jupiter in month 4 will amplify this spark into happiness that lasts. You deserve it. Taurus, let it grow. These aren't giant leaps, they're your kind of magic, rooted in the practical you love. The proof's in the numbers. A 2023 LinkedIn study found 74% of career pivots started with actions under an hour a week. That's your power. Small shifts, huge wins. April 2025 isn't a finish line, it's a launch pad. And Jupiter's opening doors while Saturn keeps them steady. Jane's story says it all. After years of overwork, she cut hours, invested small, and started yoga. Now she's balanced, with cash to spare. You can do this. 2. Write that budget. Tweak your rate. Save a little, move a little, love a little. By April, you'll see how these threads weave into wealth. So, Taurus, pick one step today, any one, and start. The stars are patient, but they're cheering you on. What feels right? A budget tweak, a walk, a passion reclaimed? At Zodiac Wisdom, we're with you, watching these small moves build toward April's big shift. Share your first step below, we're here to lift you up. You've got this. Let's make month 4 your masterpiece. Part 5. Your new prosperity. April sparks a wealth that lasts. Imagine looking back at April 2025 and saying, that's when it all clicked. Doesn't that feel worth reaching for? You're at the end of this journey with Zodiac Wisdom. Taurus. But it's really just the start. Month 4 is your cosmic doorway, where Jupiter and Saturn team up to pull you out of the shadows, those years of holding steady but feeling hollow, and into a prosperity that's yours to keep. This isn't a fleeting fix, it's a new way to live. Where your finances flow, your health holds strong, and your happiness isn't an afterthought. The stars have laid it out. And now it's up to you, a few small steps today. And April becomes the moment you redefine wealth for good. Let's rewind to that ache, the steady life that's kept you going but left you wanting. You're not the only one, thousands in our community feel it. 2. But April 2025 flips the script. Jupiter's glow brings chances, a side gig that pays, a habit that heals, and Saturn's strength makes it stick. You don't need to chase the impossible, the power's in the simple stuff. A budget tweak today, a walk tomorrow, a passion reclaimed, these are the roots of a wealth that grows deep. Not just in April, but for years ahead, you've got everything you need right now, the stars are just lighting the way. Remember Sarah from the start? At 43, she was burned out, freelancing a living but losing herself. She started sketching a plan, small, quiet moves, and now she's heading toward April 2025 with a course in sight. A body that's stronger, a heart that's lighter, that's your strength. Taurus, turning little shifts into lasting change. A 2022 Harvard study found 80% of life turnarounds began with habits like these: a note, a connection, a breath. You've got months to build. And when April hits, you'll be ready, thriving, not just getting by. Here's your nudge, don't wait. Pick up a pen today, jot down one thing you'll tweak. One step toward the wealth you want. The stars aren't doing it for you, they're cheering you on. We've seen it work, Lisa's sketches, Jane's yoga, small starts that blossomed into freedom. You've got the tools, a budget for balance, a skill to grow, a savings plan, a simpler life, a joy to chase. Start now, and let April 2025 be the month you say, I did that, I built this. You're not alone, we're right here at Zodiac Wisdom, every step of the way. So, what's your wealth, Taurus? A little more cash to ease the days. A morning where you feel alive. A night where you're at peace. Drop it in the comments below, we're eager to hear what April means for you. This community's your space to dream, to heal, to rise, and we're walking it with you. Month 4 isn't just a milestone, it's your spark. A prosperity you're shaping today. The stars are shining, Taurus, and they're all for you. Take that first step now. And let's meet in April with a life that's truly rich.